Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. We have Ariana Goodwin. Ms. Goodwin. Cynthia Nirenblatt.
First of all, I want to thank you for pronouncing my name correctly. You're the only person who ever does that.
I can't really take credit for it.
So, hi, I'm Cynthia Nirenblatt. I'm from Charleston. Thank you for the opportunity to testify before you today about the restrictive and dangerous reproductive health care laws you are considering. I stand before you today to declare that if this legislation moves forward, the overwhelming majority of you will be violating my First Amendment rights to religious freedom, as well as my 14th Amendment rights to life, liberty, and equal protection under the law. I am a fifth-generation Jewish Charlestonian and past president of the Charleston section of the National Council of Jewish Women, a charitable organization that prides itself on its long history of being a champion for women's health and rights. I speak for myself and thousands of other Jewish citizens of South Carolina who do not subscribe to the tenets of Christianity, nor the evangelical beliefs upon which this proposed legislation is based. And might I add that the amount of gospel that has been preached in these chambers is offensive to many of the people waiting to speak to you today. Those who believe life begins at conception are imposing a fundamental Christian religious belief upon all of the citizens of South Carolina while ignoring established scientific facts that a fetus isn't viable until it is fully developed and can take its first breath away from the placental system. For those confused about the difference between belief and fact, allow me to elaborate. Belief is saying this country was founded as a Christian nation. Fact is recognizing that the word God is not mentioned in the U.S. Constitution. Article 1, Section 8 does, however, call for the promotion of science by Congress. Belief is saying that people can avoid abortions by not engaging in sexual intercourse, waiting until marriage, or using contraceptives. Even then, belief is the assumption that all pregnancies are wanted or can go full term without affecting the health of the mother. Fact is stating that women of various ages who become pregnant, not even the ones that are raped and molested, are at risk for preeclampsia, ectopic pregnancies, postpartum depression, and death from delivery. That doesn't even take into account the failure of birth control when prescribed medications, including antibiotics, lessen the efficacy of birth control. Belief is saying that your God calls on you to protect the unborn and enact laws in your God's name. Fact is saying the First Amendment protects me from state-sponsored religious legislation. Fact also states that the 14th Amendment protects my body from the interference of government, and this is not a mask issue. Pregnancy, unlike COVID, is not contagious. Also, how will you explain this proposed legislation's violation of the federally mandated HIPAA laws? I refuse to write the name of every member of the General Assembly on my doctor's HIPAA forms. Fact, no one is pulling pregnant people off the street and forcing them to get abortions. I'm almost done, against their will. Also, no one is forcing anyone to give up their religious beliefs by enabling abortion to remain legal. But if you take away my healthcare rights as a Jewish citizen of this state because your God tells you otherwise, then I call out each of you on your hypocrisy when you took an oath to uphold the Constitution.
Thank you for your testimony.